Hi, my name is Steve Snuffer, and I would like to explain the significance of the dragonfly tattoo I have here on my right shoulder. My mom was into dragonflies because of a story she heard at a funeral where the priest told young children the story of the dragonfly to represent death, and not it being the end, but the beginning of a new beginning. The dragonfly signifies a lot of things, and it's also a memorial to my mom, but also the seed of life. Mandala represents my own personal journey over the past 10 years of my life, where I've been through so many different things, and I feel like I've gone through a rebirth myself.
I'm Erin Mac, and I'm a tattoo artist at Wicked Ink. It's in Lincoln, Rhode Island. And I was approached recently to do a pretty cool piece on a very interesting guy.
And I met the artist at a party and was talking to her about the tattoo and idea that I had, and she said, well, let's get together and we can talk about some ideas.
He'd approached me about potentially doing a tattoo on him, and it was going to be his first tattoo, so that's kind of exciting. And his idea was neat. It was going to be a tribute for his mom, who had passed away recently.
So originally the idea started as a pictogram, and what I mean by that is I took the numbers 313, my mother's birthday, March 13th, and formed them into a dragonfly. It was pretty cool, where you could take the number 3 backwards, the number 1 in the middle, and the number 3 on the right-hand side, and it formed a dragonfly.
He had asked me about doing a dragonfly, and he wasn't sure if I thought it was appropriate, for a guy to get a dragonfly tattoo, but I told him we could make it badass. For his particular dragonfly, I kind of thought it would be neat to incorporate the dragonfly, instead of just having the dragonfly sitting on his shoulder with like a little drop shadow, to have it sitting on a mandala as if it was a lily pad.
She sent me a picture and said, here, check this out. I think you'll like it. I love it, but what's important is that you love it. So I looked at it and instantly I fell in love. It was a great picture. It had the color that I wanted, and it represented a lot of different things.
He sat really good considering it was his first tattoo. He took it like a champ. It was fun to do this piece on him, especially where it was his first tattoo, and it was, to memorialize his mom, who was very special to him and passed away. So I was honored to be part of that, and I hope I did it justice. But he was really happy with it, and I think as a tattoo artist, the best thing that you can hear when you're finished with the client and they look at it in the mirror for the first time, when they look at it and they say, it's better than I could have imagined. Like, I had a grand idea and you took it one step further. Like, you did it better than I could have pictured it. That's like the best thing that you can hear.
Days before I got the tattoo, I was in New Orleans, and there was a very interesting encounter I had with a woman who very much reminded me, not only in the personal sense of my grandmother, but she looked a lot like her. And in talking to her, I told her what brought me down there, and my love of music and culture down there. And she asked me some questions and asked me what my name was, and she said that she was German and Italian, and I was too, and before I left, she said her name was Joan, which was my mother's name, which made that getting the tattoo a couple days later that much more meaningful. And the fact that Mother's Day was a week later made that more memorable for me too. The fact that she went through a lot, and I went through a lot in my life. And I wanted to be able to not only carry her memory with me in my heart, but on my body as well.